This is the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. We have assembled the world's finest sports and trivia dorks to prove once and for all that we are just as bad at this as we were at sports.
Hello, listeners. This is the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, sports trivia for those of us who rode the pine. Welcome to episode 330, which is the career batting average of Hall of Famer and one of the greatest baseball names of all time, Heine Manouche. Yes, Heine Manouche, the pride of Tuscumbia, Alabama, born in the year 1901. He was the big dumper of his day. All Heine in the back, all Manouche in the front. Anyway, I'm your host, Josh the Younger, and today's game will be pitting the Benchwarmer team of Scott and returning player Tommy, the host with the most Wortz, versus Benchwarmer David Lux and our returning player Trevor, the apostle of the Talkpocalypse, Hogg, assistant coach on our Patreon team. Welcome back to the bench, Trevor. Why don't you take a minute to remind us of where you're from, what teams you root for, and anything else you'd like to share?
What's up, gentlemen? It is great to be back. I come to you from the wonderful city of Detroit, Michigan, where my Detroit Red Wings got whooped tonight 5-0. Wonderful. Besides that, my Wisconsin football team is also doing terrible. My Packers, at least, are decent. So life is good. I'm happy to be on with you guys. It's always a treat. I think I've teamed up with every Benchwarmer at this point now. So I'm on my second cycle through, hoping to redeem some losses.
All right. Mr. Lux, how are you doing? Why don't you tell us what your and Trevor's team name is going to be?
Well, real quickly, I have to say we've got two Wisconsin Badger fans on the podcast, which is interesting as I date this episode because Wisconsin's heading out to Oregon this weekend for the Grateful Dead episode. I mean, the Grateful Dead game, which will be fun. They've got special tie-dye uniforms and the whole bit. So anyway, that should be fun. And just to date the episode even more, today was the break of the NBA gambling scandal. So in honor of that, Trevor and I threw around some ideas for riffing on that. And in honor of Chauncey Billups, we decided to go with Take a Chance on Me.
All right. Take a chance on me. Tommy, welcome back to the bench. It's been a minute since that trust circle, but let us know how you're doing. And thanks for filling us in for us tonight as well.
Yeah, doing well. I'm coming from Milwaukee, also a sad Badger fan. And screw you, David, for bringing up this weekend.
You don't know how it's going to turn out. I mean,
we all know how it's going to turn out. We know how it's going to turn out, David.
Are you kidding me? It's a 33-point spread.
Is it really? Oh my God, that's incredible.
Yeah. Like you didn't know that. And the Badgers are going to rock in there with 4 different quarterbacks who shouldn't be playing quarterback. So that's what we got. Looking forward to that. And you paired me up with a Dodger fan as they just absolutely destroyed the Brewers. So thank you.
That's how we welcome all of our guests, with open arms.
Oh, we're talking about turn and heel here, Tommy. That was a quick turn.
Sorry.
It's all good. Scott, how you doing, Mr. Grimes? Tell us how you doing and what your team name is.
I'm good. Let's just get into it. When I heard these guys were doing an ABBA team name, we decided to follow suit because I think that's fun. And now we can do a bunch of ABBA references all game long. Thought about Dancing Patrick Queen. Didn't really make too much sense for us. Knowing Drew Bledsoe was also one we kind of thought. Waterloo Holtz also came into our head.
Wow. What about Mamma Mia Ham? Anything? No,
I feel like that's been said before.
I think you're probably right.
I don't know if it was a pre and post game but no, we decided in honor of Tommy's brother Dave and I, who went back and forth and named like random Brewers teams from the 2000s. We wanted to stay a little bit Brewer centric, but also get the ABBA reference. So we're going with Can You Hear the Drums, Fernando Vina.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, one of my favorite second basemen. So Can You Hear the Drums, Fernando Vina is our team name. And yes, Josh, please say it in full each time.
Okay. Can You Hear the Drums, Fernando Vina is our second team. Well, with all of that prelude, let's kick it over to Dan for the rules.
The game will consist of 4 quarters of play, each with different trivia style. The styles of quarters 1 through 3 will change from show to show, and I will explain them as we go along. Like any good sporting event, we will have a halftime show after the second quarter with entertainment questions. And in the fourth quarter, our teams will wager from their points accumulated to see who are today's clipboard captains, to be honored like the true benchwarmers they are. All right, let's get this game underway.
All right. Today's first quarter will be Curriculum Vitae.
Curriculum Vitae. In this round, the host will list the teams and years for which a player spent time and may also give a few fun facts about each player. Each question is worth 20 points.
So today's first quarter will be Curriculum Vitae Nickname Edition. In addition to the teams and times and interesting facts, you'll get a nickname or two of the player involved. Okay, question 1. 2007 to 2023 Chicago Blackhawks, 2023 New York Rangers, 2023 to 2025 Detroit Red Wings. Winner of the Calder Trophy and one-time winner each of the Conn Smythe, Art Ross, and Hart Memorial Trophy. Nicknames include Showtime, Buzz, Doc, Peekaboo, Little Peekaboo, Peaks, Little Peaks, Kanye, and Patty Cakes.
We'll check in.
Okay. Take a Chance on Me has checked in. Can you hear the drums? Fernando Vina. Feel free to talk it out.
I think you got it.
I mean, that's the only hockey player I know. So it's gonna be might be a long episode, but feels like that was the only logical answer, Scott.
Yeah, I mean, Patrick Kane, there are a lot of awards in there. He was obviously a prolific player. The Blackhawks tenure, I mean, it was him and like Jonathan Toews and like a couple other guys on those teams. But Patrick Kane makes the most sense. If he's on the Red Wings now, the Big Red Machine nickname is right there, sitting there for Kane now that he's on the Red Wings. So maybe we need to add to this, but we're going to check in with Patrick Kane.
All right. Take a Chance on Me. What did you have?
Yep. I just spoke about my wonderful Detroit Red Wings. This is an instant get, Patrick Kane. Yeah, I love the idea that Tommy's never heard of any other hockey player except for Patrick Kane, Wayne Gretzky, who. But yeah, this is 100% Patrick Kane. He's nearing 500 goals. I mean, he's not what he used to be, but he's still, a great player. He's still very contributing on the Detroit Wings at a great clip.
He also has more nicknames than I've ever seen.
Yeah. If you have 12 nicknames, do you have any nicknames?
Yeah, it's a good point.
Fair.
Both teams are receiving points. Needless to say, Kane led all NHL players in scoring during the 2010s and is second all-time in scoring by American-born players behind Minnesota North Stars legend Mike Modano. All right, on to question number 2. Don't worry, Tommy, there's not that much hockey in here. 2000 to 2002, Pittsburgh Pirates. 2003 to 2005, Boston Red Sox. 2006 to 2013, Cincinnati Reds. 2014, Arizona Diamondbacks. 2017, Cincinnati Reds. One-time All-Star, one time leading both leagues in games started and innings pitched. Released a record of 90s covers in 2005. Nicknames include Saturn Nuts, Smokey, Tax, Dirty, Broyo, and Free Love.
That's 100%, Tommy, if you want to check it in.
Yeah, we'll check it in.
Can you hear the drums? Fernando Vina has checked in. Take a Chance on Me. Feel free to talk it out.
I'm just verifying. So he was with the 2004 Boston Red Sox, and I know he's a musician. It's Bronson Arroyo, most famous for having the ball swatted out of his hand by a perfect follow-through run by A-Rod.
A man with one of my favorite pitching windups, the straight leg kick out.
Yeah, totally.
Very memorable.
I agree. I don't think I've ever heard Saturn Nuts. That's new. But anyway, yes, we will check that in. Arroyo.
Okay. Back over to you. Can you hear the drums, Fernando Vina? It's good. I'm going to get it at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, we also we're gonna go with Bronson Arroyo and Saturn Nuts. Like that means what we all think it means, right? Like
I don't know what you're thinking.
Otherwise, there's a ring somewhere that we don't want it to be too. But like those are the only two options. Yeah, Bronson Arroyo, like you said, Trevor, like awesome pitcher windup. And I feel like if you go back and look at his stats, you're going to be like, wow, he was probably not that good. But like in person, you were like, oh, Bronson Arroyo's on the mound. They got a chance in Cincinnati.
Both teams receiving points. Arroyo's debut album covering the bases included covers from bands such as Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Stone Temple Pilots, Foo Fighters, and Incubus. The album also includes the Red Sox victory song Dirty Water by the Standells, in which Arroyo is accompanied by Johnny Damon, Lenny DiNardo, and Kevin Youkilis, who basically just speak over the song. In 2024, Arroyo competed in season 12 of The Masked Singer as Sherlock Hound.
Wow.
The biggest thing for me with that CV is, for some reason, doesn't the Red Sox tenure seem longer?
Yes.
You look back on it, it's like, wow, I feel like he was on Boston longer than that. But
right, I don't remember him being with the Reds for 8 years and the Red Sox for only 3. That doesn't sound right, but yeah,
right,
yeah, totally.
He made his money with the Reds. All right, on to question number 3. IndyCar National Championship in 1965, 66, 69, and 84. Daytona 500 winner in 1967, Indy 500 winner in 1969, Formula One World Drivers Championship in 78, Michigan 500 winner in 1984, Pocono 500 winner in 1986, and the Valvoline 200 winner in 1993. 12-time Grand Prix champion, 2000 inductee into the International Motorsports Hall of Fame, nickname the Maestro.
All right, Josh, we are checked in.
Can you hear the drums? Fernando Vigna has checked in. Take a chance on me. Feel free to talk it out.
So, David, I'm not sure if Andretti did NASCAR, but that was my first thought as well.
I think he did, and he's
Okay.
about that age. I mean, the other guy around that time would be somebody like AJ Foyt
Right.
but Maestro, Mario, I don't know. It's nice and alliterative. So
Yeah, that's honestly why I thought of it as well. Yeah, I'm not gonna come up with anything better than Andretti for this. I don't think.
okay, then let's run with it.
I would have thought he would have won more than one Indy 500, but
Yeah, that's a fair point, but
yeah,
I'm still not going to come up with anything better. You all right with that?
yeah, I'm not super confident in it, but like I said, I'm not gonna have anything better.
All right, we'll go with Mario Andretti.
All right. Back over to you. Can you hear the drums, Fernando Vigna?
Yeah, we decided to just hedge our bets a little bit. Shout out to Alex Binder if you're listening, because he had a whole thing about Mario Andretti, like a little anecdote a while back. But we decided, because there's several of them, we're just going to say Andretti, and that way it covers a few different people. Be on the safe side. We feel like it's Mario, but just to be safe, and because we can, we're going to check in with Andretti.
Yeah, I'm going to be, broad in answering, but that is correct. Yes, Mario Andretti is the right answer. I don't know that much about motorsports, so I figured I would do one that's kind of a little, But I was also a little bit surprised that he didn't win more than one Indy 500 over that time. Andretti launched his wine label, Villa Andretti, in 1996 in the Oak Knoll region of the Napa Valley. The 42-acre estate vineyard planted with Pinot Grigio, Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, and Merlot. We had a sommelier who was going to be on the episode, so that was my third. Anyway.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, Dave. All right. On to question number 4. 2014 to 2018 Los Angeles Lakers, 2018 to 2019 New Orleans Pelicans, 2019 to 2024 New York Knicks, 2025 to present Minnesota Timberwolves. 3-time All-Star, 2021 Most Improved Player. Nicknames include the Black Panther, the Sergeant, Don Julio, and Beyblade.
Those are some great nicknames. We're checked in.
All right. Can you hear the drums? Fernando Vigna has checked in. Take a chance on me. Feel free to talk it out.
The first player that comes to mind, this is not right, but it's Brandon Ingram for the Lakers and the Pelicans, but it's not.
No, but he's not with the Knicks now. Oh, but you know who is? Julius Randle.
Okay.
Julius Randle started out with the Lakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Julius Randle makes a lot of sense here.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm happy to go with that.
All right. We'll check in with Julius Randle.
Okay. Back over to you. Can you hear the drums, Fernando Vigna?
Scott beat me to it, but we were on the same page. It's got to be Julius Randle. I think successfully. I've never heard one of these nicknames for this one referred to him as, but all of them make sense except for Beyblade. I don't get that one either.
Yeah, I don't get that either. Yeah, I don't see that.
It's probably a hobby of his, and yeah.
That's interesting. So both teams are getting points. It is Julius Randle. Have you ever seen those Beyblades where people like fight them in like an arena and they knock each other out and you're trying to knock the pieces off?
I play them all the time.
I mean, he's like, it's his speed and I don't know, quickness or something like that. Maybe the way he plays, I don't know. Or maybe he plays with the Beyblades. I have no idea. But what I can tell you is that Randall wears number 30 to honor his mom, who wore 30 when she played basketball at Texas.
Her nickname was Beyblade, but it was BAE.
And there you go. That's maybe the answer.
Isn't that Wesley Snipes' wife?
Oh, I like that. All right, but ones that did not make the cut for this quarter. By the way, Chase Claypool. Anybody know his nickname? He's from Canada, and they thought he was going to be a dominant wide receiver like Calvin Johnson. So
Mapletron.
Yeah,
Mapletron.
Yeah,
I have heard that. Yeah.
Nice.
And of all the crazy new nicknames that NBA stars are getting, one of the favorite ones is Santi Aldama, who plays for the Grizzlies, is the trolley problem, which is like that whole kind of ethical dilemma sort of thing.
Oh.
After the first quarter, we have a score of 100 to 100. Both teams perfect. And there we go.
We wanted to let you know that we are on Patreon if you'd be interested in supporting us financially. Your contributions will be used to help us cover the costs that it takes to bring you the high-quality sports trivia you have come to expect from us. There's also some great perks that come with the Patreon membership to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, including bonus episodes and Benchwarmers swag. You can find us at patreon.com/benchwarmerstp. Thanks.
Today's second quarter will be 5-on-3.
Five on three. For this quarter, there will be 3 categorized lists containing 5 items, where each item is worth 10 points. The teams will attempt to guess as many items as they can. However, if a team has an incorrect guess, they will receive 0 points for that list.
So the theme for today's 5-on-3 is the long and winding road to glory. That's sort of a bit of a through line I kind of created here, but each of these deals with getting to championships and ways to get there. So I will ask you, your first 5-on-3 question is the last 5 wildcard teams. Please name the last 5 wildcard teams to win a World Series. All you've got to name is the team. You don't have to name the year.
Go for it. Okay. All right. We're going to check in.
Take a Chance on Me has checked in. Can you hear the drums, Fernando Vigna? Feel free to talk it out.
I don't know. Do you want to do 5 or 4? Because if we do 4, I kind of like going to the Angels and Marlins, Cardinals, Nationals.
I'd be fine with that.
I think I'm scared about 21. I don't know if the Braves were a wild card team. They definitely beat the Brewers in the divisional round, but I can't. The Brewers didn't win a playoff series forever since
Correct.
2018. So were the Braves a wild card team that made it then to the Brewers? Or was that like, I don't think they were.
So you want to do Nationals, Cardinals, Marlins, and Angels?
That I feel good with that. I do feel good with that.
Let's do it.
All right, we'll check in with Nationals, Cardinals, Angels, Marlins.
Okay. Back over to Take a Chance on Me.
Now, we're not completely overlapped here. So we're sure the Rangers are on the list from a few years ago. We had the Nationals. We took a chance on the Giants. We were sure about the Cardinals, the same reason these guys did. And then we're taking a chance that it goes back to the Red Sox in 2004, who were absolutely a wild card because they had Game 7 in Yankee Stadium. The other fact that I know that I don't think it goes back this far is the Marlins have won 2 World Series, but they've never won a division. So I know that they're on the list, but I don't think they're in the last 5. So we checked in with Rangers, Cardinals, Red Sox, Giants, Nationals.
One team is receiving points, and that is exactly right, David. You said it exactly in the right order. And the ones right prior to that would be the 2003 Marlins, the 2002 Angels, and then the 97 Marlins. The Braves did win the NL East that other year. So,
yeah, I mean, it was just like I can't believe I forgot the Rangers. Like, didn't think of the Rangers there.
I always forget the Rangers, so I don't feel bad.
Sorry, Walling.
But Tommy, when you say this is a list of teams that have beaten the Brewers, it's so true.
It is. Yeah, I mean, it's literally just
the Nationals beat the Brewers on the. Let's just commiserate, you and me here, right here. Okay, Trent Grisham misplays the ball in right field. The Nationals beat us. The Cardinals beat us in the in 2011. I mean, it's just come on.
Well, Trent Grisham shouldn't be playing right field.
That's
the first problem.
Juan Soto couldn't even drink the champagne after the game either, and like they still couldn't figure it out. And the 2011 Cardinals is like 11-year-old Tommy just getting his heart ripped out and stomped on for the first time. And yeah, I mean, like I said, it was just like what teams beat the Brewers like to make it to the World Series. Like was a great start to the list.
Oh, that's funny because as soon as Josh was finished reading the question, the first thing Trevor said to me is Cardinals 2011. I know that for sure. The Brewers won the division that year. He was at the game they clinched. Yes?
Yep.
That's very cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trevor, do you have a brother in Milwaukee?
I do.
Is his name Kurt?
It is.
Dude, I 100% know Trevor's brother, and you look just like Kurt. And
wow.
That was yeah. And Kurt was also in Wilmer, and I was in Wilmer too.
No kidding, dude. No way.
Yeah. What's a Wilmer?
Wilmer, Minnesota.
Valderrama. He's from that 70s show.
That's wild.
Wilmer.
Yeah.
Wait, that's Mr. Ed, isn't it? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Wait, Trevor's brother was in Wilmer? Hold on. No, never mind. It's like Can't Get Off Matt Patricia.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
or Julius Peppers. All right, take us home, Josh, please.
Fair enough. All right. Well, What's a Wilmer right now is the leading candidate for episode title. Okay. We're going to the last 5 women to complete a career Grand Slam in tennis. Last 5 individual women.
Well, I'm going to tell you who has done it. Wilmer has definitely done this.
I was going to say it would be as uncommon as Kurt Hogg being in Wilmer.
Yeah.
Dude.
My brother's getting a lot of free publicity on this podcast.
Yeah. Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. Everyone subscribe.
I think the winner takes Wilmer. It's an ABBA song. Scott will make it work.
The winner takes
the winner takes Wilmer. I like it.
All right. We'll check in.
Okay. Take a Chance on Me has checked in. Can you hear the drums, Fernando Vigna? Feel free to talk it out for just a moment.
If we're trying to go super safe, like I like Serena, and that's like all I really know. I can tell you, like Sharapova, I feel like it was just big name at the time, and that's why I can do that. But like Coco definitely hasn't, right? And that's another that's the only other big name I can think of right now. Like I don't even.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if we say Williams, we get Serena for sure, we get 10 points. If Venus did it, we'll get 20 points. If Venus didn't do it, we'll still just get the 10 points because we're only saying Williams. So it's not like we're specifying. So we're guaranteed 10 points. We could get 20 points, and we know we're not getting 0 points.
Let's do it then.
So we are going to check in with Williams.
Maybe there was a Packer named Williams who did it while nobody was watching.
Tremont.
You'd like him.
All right, back over to you. Take a Chance on Me.
So, So we obviously had said that we knew that Serena did it. Didn't believe that Venus had done it. Serena's obvious. So a lot of our conversation was just like, how far back does this go? Because there's a number of women that I was like, got close, and David just kept saying, I don't think she won Wimbledon. That was for Sabalenka and for Justine Henin, just for a number of women that didn't win Wimbledon. So we're like, how far back does this go? So we're confident that Steffi Graf did it, that Navratilova did it, and then David was really confident that Chris Evert did it as well. So really, again, the conversation just came to, is this really going that far back? We're missing someone. We debated going Maria Sharapova as well, but I didn't feel good enough about it to pull the trigger. So we put 4 names down. We said Serena Williams, Martina Navratilova, Steffi Graf, and Chris Evert.
Okay. So first, most recently, Serena Williams 3 times. Completed it in 2003, 2015, and 2013. I'm going to go back here. And Steffi Graf 4 times in 88, 89, 93, and 95. Chris Evert twice in 82 and 84. And Navratilova twice in 83 and 84. And Maria Sharapova did complete the career Grand Slam in 2012.
Wow.
Okay.
So both teams getting points, 40 and 10. Venus never won an Australian or a French. Sabalenka has not won the French or Wimbledon, and I think was mentioned in there. Justine Henin did not win Wimbledon, along with Monica Seles also did not win Wimbledon. I could go through others, but you don't need to know the others before them that had completed it: Billie Jean King and Margaret Court, that are outside the time. All right. Number 3, and this is a long question in terms of the way it's worded, but pay attention to the wording. The last 5 Big Four teams to win a championship in at least 2 cities while playing under the same team name, in order of recency from the first championship won in the second city. Sorry, not sorry, Thunder and Twins and 76ers, who are counted out of this question for the reason because they changed their names. What counts as the current championship format, i.e. the Super Bowl era for football?
That was a lot of words.
Wait a minute. So we're looking for teams that won in multiple metro areas with the same team name.
Yep.
Full stop.
Correct.
And it's
In
the
order
last
of-
and it's the last 5.
Last 5 based on the championship.
You want to check in?
Yes, Josh, we will check in.
Can you hear the drums? Fernando Vigna has checked in. Take a chance on me. You have your chance.
All right. So this is the journey that we've been on, and it's been a long one, but this is what we've got for sure. We're going to talk fast because there's a lot to talk through. The Giants definitely won with Willie Mays in New York. They moved to San Francisco. They lost a bunch of times, and they finally won in 2010. So they're definitely on the list. The Colts won in Baltimore, then they won in Indianapolis with Peyton Manning finally in the late 2000, the late, whatever Josh calls it, the late aughts. And so they're on the list. The Braves won in Boston, then they won in Milwaukee, then they finally won in Atlanta in 95. We're pretty sure they're on the list. So then we had all sorts of conversations. Did the Pistons win in Fort Wayne? We don't think so. The Dodgers definitely won in Brooklyn finally when they broke through in 55. Then they moved to LA and they won in the late 50s and I think in the 60s. So I think that's too far back. So then we've got 3 other teams that we were kicking around, and I think we're only going to pick one of them. So the Warriors won in Philadelphia, and then they won for the first time in the mid 70s. So I think they're on the list. And the 2 that are too far back would be the Lakers, who won for the first time in the early 70s, and the A's, who won in Philadelphia and then finally won in Oakland in the 72, 73, 74, all 3. So my contention, Trevor, is, unless I'm forgetting something, and I don't think I'd be embarrassed about it, I think we go Giants, Colts, Braves, and Warriors. And we leave off the last one. Yeah?
Yep, I'm happy with
all
that.
right. Okay, that's it. We'll check it in. I need to say it all out loud.
Okay. Can you hear the drums, Fernando Vigna? What did you guys have?
We surprisingly had obviously a very, very similar conversation, right? Like once we figured out what we were trying to get, we got to the Giants, same reason, Mays, and then 2010, the Colts with Baltimore, and then Peyton Manning in, the 06 season. The Braves winning again, in Boston, Milwaukee, and then in 95. We also got the Warriors, and the one that I think these guys are forgetting, because it's the most recent, I believe, are the Rams, who won in St. Louis and then just recently won in Los Angeles. So we're checking in with those 5: the Colts, the Braves, the Giants, and the Rams.
Nice call. I'm such an idiot.
Yeah.
Missed the obvious one.
You guys aren't going to like me.
Oh, we're not getting points because of the Warriors?
Neither team receiving points. You got to read the question really closely here. Based on the recency of the first championship won in the second city. The second city for the Braves is Milwaukee, not Atlanta.
Oh my God!
Okay.
That was 1957. I know that for sure.
So it was 1957.
Yep.
Oh man,
we did all that work.
You did all that work, and I feel so bad, Scott, because 4 out of 5 are there. The one you're missing between the Golden State and Indianapolis is the Raiders, who won in 1976 in Oakland and 1983 in LA.
That's another one we missed. God, we blew it in football, Trevor.
Yeah, I was going through football teams, and then I didn't go team by team. That's what I should.
The Rams was the first one I had because I was like, That's the most recent. Like
The Raiders is so obvious to me too. I can't believe I didn't think Raiders or Rams. I mean, that's
see, I was only thinking about the second Oakland Raiders, the after LA back to Oakland, and I was like, well, they didn't win anything,
Raiders.
so I eliminated them.
Right.
Mamma mia! I think I'm all out of brain power.
Yeah, that was after thinking we had the question, and then Josh being like, "Well, you guys didn't read it correctly."
After I felt so good for one-upping
sorry.
David with the Rams after he was playing chicken, I felt so good.
The formulation of this question, right, had in it. I really wasn't trying to trip anybody up, but when I really realized the Braves were a part of this question, I had to keep the parameters in place, and the Braves are unfortunately out for that reason. So yeah, neither team getting points in that one. All right. So at the end of the second quarter, the scores are Take a Chance on Me with 190 and Can You Hear the Drums, Fernando Vina with 110. That will bring us to halftime.
It is now time for the halftime show. There will be 3 entertainment questions. Each question is worth 25 points.
All right. For today's halftime, I'm going to try something a little different. I'm actually going to do an audio half. This hopefully will use a little bit less brain power so your brains can recharge. Or what did my stepson say today? What do you do when you die and you like respawn? Yeah, you can respawn.
David, that's a video game term.
That's exactly. Yeah. All right.
Not Atari.
So for today's halftime, we'll be engaging in every athlete's favorite pastime, whether starter or bench warmer, and that is impersonating your coach. We have 3 clips of athletes doing just that, and your job is to tell me the names of both the athlete and the coach being impersonated. All right, clip number 1. I think you've got a fighting chance at this one. Clip number 1.
What's going on, baby? It's prime time. What's going on, baby? It's prime time, son. You know we're getting that work in. 21 days of prime, baby.
I'm gonna need y'all to need what you want, but want what you want to need, but need what you want to need.
Could you guys hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
And you need both the imitator and the imitatee.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yikes.
So I said you have a fighting chance at this one. That's a little bit of a clue.
Wait, can you play it again? Somebody let ask for that.
Yes, I can do that. Here we go.
What's going on, baby? It's prime time. What's going on, baby? It's prime time, son. You know we're getting that work in. 21 days of prime, baby.
I'm gonna need y'all to need what you want, but want what you want to need, but need what you want to need.
Josh, we're going to check in.
All right. Can you hear the drums? Fernando Vina has checked in. Take a chance on me. Talk it out.
Well, with all the primetime, it's got to be Deion Sanders.
It's
right?
gotta be.
So what was he kept emphasizing the fighting chance.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I'm trying to think like who is it one of his sons, like Shador? Travis Hunter. I'm not sure what the fighting. I wish I knew what the fighting chance was about.
I mean, okay. What's his other son's name? Shiloh, is that it?
There's Shiloh and Shador.
But I mean, okay, so my guess is that the only thing I know is that Shiloh Sanders he threw a punch at somebody in the preseason game. That's got to be what this is related to.
Okay, well, I did not remember that.
I'm pretty sure. So I think that's why we were supposed to thrown off the scent of Shador. I think it's Shiloh Sanders. So
okay.
So so Josh needs Shiloh Sanders, Deion Sanders. Is that what we're supposed to check in with?
Yeah,
athlete and coach.
Athlete and coach. Okay, Shiloh and Deion Sanders.
All right.
Yep.
Can you hear the drums? Fernando Vina. What did you guys have?
We're gonna go with the other one, I think.
Oh,
and
shoot!
Because that was where our brain went first. So we're going with Shador and Deion.
Oh man, I may have overthought this.
You didn't. You got it right. You got the clue, David. So yeah, it could have been either one of them, but I wanted to make sure you thought about the one that was fighting in the preseason, and that was Shiloh
we
Sanders.
all remember the Buccaneers preseason.
Paying very close attention to everything Shiloh Sanders.
Yeah.
That's one more like
women's tennis, if that's going to be the question.
Andretti.
All right, one team getting points on that one. Sorry, it had to be one of the Sanders, and you lost the coin flip on that one. All right, you ready? Clip number 2, athlete and coach, and Oh, that's wrong. That's wrong. Don't do that one. Don't listen back to that one. That's clip
This
number
is
3.
Shador mocking Kevin Stefanski. I swear to God.
Okay, here we go.
On this program, all right? I don't care where you're from, what school you went to. Just shut the up. You know, this isn't like in Alabama where you played Louisiana Lafayette Tech of institution for like your third week game, okay? This is the National Football League. Bill picks up the phone and he goes, yeah, I don't know what you're going to play. You're a good football player. See you tomorrow. Because he would always quiz everyone. You go like, hey, who's 72 on the wall in rookie camp? I go, I don't know, coach. He goes, that's Matt Light. The guy's only played 9 years, has 3 Super He'd be sitting there next week. I'd appreciate it if he knew his name.
We're checked in.
Can you hear the drums? Fernando Vina is checked in. Take a chance on me. Feel free to talk now.
What do you think, David?
Well, you tell me what you were thinking in terms of the coach. We'll go from there.
Well, it's tenuous. So I first my first thought was Bill Belichick, but
Yeah, it's definitely Bill Belichick.
Okay.
And that led me to my first thought was like, would Tom Brady be doing that? But that's not his style. The person who would be imitating Bill Belichick like that is Julian Edelman, and I think it's a pretty famous clip.
Okay.
I feel like I've heard that before. So does that sound reasonable?
I didn't know the clip. I just thought like he referenced Alabama, but I couldn't think of what great Patriots players went to Alabama. So if you know the clip as Julian Edelman, then I say go for that.
Yeah. Okay. So cover boy for Jewish Sports Quarterly, we'll check in with Julian Edelman and Bill Belichick.
All right. Back over to you, Fernando Vina.
We had the same answer. That is a very famous clip of Edelman. You could hear those morons from the Pat McAfee show cackling in the background too during the clip, which is kind of a giveaway. And I apologize to AJ Hawk fans because I also used to like AJ Hawk, but you are the company that you keep. So we checked in with Bill Belichick and Julian Edelman.
Both teams are getting points. In that particular clip, it's actually from the Kelsey brothers in the Heights.
Oh,
or not
it
in the
doesn't
Heights.
change anything I said.
No, not a darn thing.
In the Heights podcast.
Everything you said is 100% spot on.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was good. See? All right. We're going to go to clip number 3, and let me make sure I share it correctly this time.
I still remember in the playoffs, you had us doing plays for guys that never even got in the game. And I remember you saying, listen, you never know. You never know. I mean, listen. But you was right. In basketball and in life, you got to stay ready. Y'all look crazy.
Okay, I need that one. That one I need again. I'm not because now I got to listen to see if I recognize the voice.
I still remember in the playoffs, you had us doing plays for guys that never even got in the game. And I remember you saying, listen, you never know. You never know. I mean, listen. But you was right. In basketball and in life, you got to stay ready. Y'all look crazy.
Okay,
Yeah,
I have a crazy idea on this one. Go ahead. Let's see if they check in because I don't even know how to say this one.
You feel confident, Tommy? Because I think you're right.
Like your coach made sense with where my player went.
Then that's it. We're gonna check in.
All right. Can you hear the drums? Fernando Vina has checked in. Take a chance on me. Talk it out.
Okay,
David, I can't bail you out. I'm sorry.
This is super duper. I've got nothing. So this is my reasoning though. It's obviously basketball because he says that explicitly. The imitation sounds like Stan Van Gundy.
Okay. Yeah.
But I can't think for the life of me who would be imitating Stan Van Gundy. Where the hell? Okay, so let me think for a minute.
Wow.
He coached in Orlando. Dwight Howard.
I was going to say, was he there when Dwight Howard was there?
Well, maybe. Yes, I think he was. But why would Dwight Howard? Why would we care that Dwight Howard be imitating Stan Van Gundy? Was it during the Hall of Fame induction or something like that? Yeah, I guess we don't need that. Thank God we don't need to know that. All right, we have no idea. So we're gonna take a guess at Dwight Howard imitating pretty well, I'd say, if it's true, Stan Van Gundy.
Okay. Over to you. Can you hear the drums, Fernando Vina?
We went a completely different way because it's funny. We each had one of the voices. I had the initial coach, and then Tommy felt like he had the player imitation. So I'll let Tommy finish it out.
Yeah. I don't know, if he was trying to be raspier with his impression or not. but I thought that was Kevin Garnett talking immediately. And he sent me Doc Rivers at the same time. And it was like, all right, well, that's where our brain's going to go. Like, so I thought it was Kevin Garnett giving a Hall of Fame speech, and he was then imitating Doc Rivers because of it. So, and I don't know if Dwight Howard's in the Hall of Fame, but I thought it was a Hall of Fame speech.
He's not.
So that's where we went.
Oh, shoot. We had this totally messed up.
Okay. Checking in Kevin Garnett, Doc Rivers.
One team receiving points. That was Dwight Howard impersonating Stan Van Gundy.
Wow,
I mean, it does
At his
sound
recent
like
Hall of Fame induction.
I couldn't remember what Dwight Howard sounded like, but God, that sounded like a good imitation of Stan Van Gundy.
Definitely sounded like Dwight Howard for sure.
Yeah.
Doc Rivers' voice is way lower than that.
Yeah, way
I was
lower.
going to say.
Yeah,
Doc
but he
Rivers
was
low voice.
raspy.
And he's raspy, and but he's lower and raspy.
Yeah.
Stan Van Gundy
has
had
that
this like piercing high
shouty-
voice. Yeah. Yeah.
more Wisconsin connections though. I'm happy to like we got Stan Van Gundy
Yeah,
and Doc Rivers here.
I'm terrible. Like I've lost every time I come on here now, so I'm just like, I have too much like say in like. I guess like I heard Kevin Garnett and I was just like, run with it, screw it.
Yeah,
like
why not?
Yeah.
I don't think it was an unreasonable guess. As soon as you said that out loud, I was like, oh, they nailed it. Except I didn't think it sounded like Doc Rivers. But
yeah.
Anyway.
Yep. All right. Well, we still got a lot of game to go. So Tommy, don't count yourself out yet. There've been comebacks bigger than this one. At halftime, we have a score of Take a Chance on Me at 265. Can You Hear the Drums? Fernando Vigna at 135. And that will bring us to the third quarter, which will be the missing link.
The Missing Link. This quarter will consist of 5 questions with theme-linked answers. The teams will attempt to answer the questions and guess the theme. Each question is worth 20 points. If a team checks in first via chat to the host with the correct theme before the 5th question, they will earn 100 points. The other team can still earn 50 points with the correct theme guess. If neither team has checked in with the correct theme before the 5th question, each team can earn 50 points with the correct answer to the theme after the 5th question.
Question 1 in The Missing Link. In all of NCAA history, there have only been 2 seasons during which the same player led Division I in both scoring and assists during a single season, both by the same player. Name that player who did it twice.
we'll check in.
Okay. Can you hear the drums? Fernando Vigna has checked in. Take a chance on me. Feel free to talk it out.
Okay, so David, both of us had a first thought of Pete Maravich. I hesitate on Maravich just because I think, as I said, he scored so much. That does he have time to get all those assists?
right, just the sheer number of baskets, number of opportunities.
Yeah.
So the other person that occurred to me was Trey Young because I thought he led in points and assists, but I don't remember him doing it twice. So I don't remember him doing twice. So that's confusing. The other thing is he doesn't say it's a man. So is it possible that it's
right? Yeah, it's
Caitlin Clark.
Certainly possible.
But I swore that Trey Young. That's why I'm confused because he implies that there's only one. It's only ever happened once, and the person who did it twice. Well, the reason I'm confused is that I swore Trey Young did it. That was such a big deal when he came out that he led in both points and assists. But I feel like he.
Well, if you're that confident that he did it once, and there's only one person who's done it, then it stands to reason he's the person who did it twice.
I don't. I mean, I'm okay. We can check it in the spirit of time and sanity, but I'm not. I'm 50% confident.
I said I think if you're confident he did it once.
All right. We'll check in with Trey Young.
Okay.
We're going to check in with Caitlin Clark because we're going to guess that, again, never said Scott actually brought up Sue Bird first. And then that's when I was like, oh, it's definitely got to be Caitlin Clark, right? Because I think I know she broke the WNBA record for assists in a season as a rookie. And I'm pretty sure her passing was pretty good in college as well. So Caitlin Clark was our guest checking in.
Okay. So I'm going to quandary here because this is my own poor research.
David is right. Trae Young did do it, but he only did it once, to my knowledge.
David is right. He did do it once, and the claim that was so Caitlin Clark did do it twice. She led all of Division I in scoring and assists, and she's the answer that I intended for this question. However, the fact that the question was worded in such a way to say that there was only one person, and Trae Young did do it, and I didn't have it in there. I'm inclined to give both teams points for this.
I think,
and just to say, Caitlin Clark is the answer for missing link purposes. Is that fair?
Maravich was also the first name I wrote down, though, too. That's immediately where my brain went.
But Maravich, I don't think ever led Division I.
No, I think when you put up 40 plus points a game, you're just shooting the ball all the time.
I mean, it's just like me on the playground. Like, you throw the ball up in the air, catch it, like someone passed it to you, right? That's an assist.
There you go. All right. So for all the work there, I think both teams getting points on that one. But the answer, for the sake of the missing link, is Caitlin Clark. And I'll pause if anybody wants to set the record on missing links. Okay. On to question number 2. What offensive tackle won a national championship at Washington before being drafted 9th overall by the Falcons? He went on to have a 10-year NFL career, with his 3 Pro Bowls coming while playing for an AFC West team. He was born with the first name of Tamerlane for the Turk-Mongol conqueror, but his nickname as a kid earned him the distinction of having a first and last name for 2 memorialized leaders, worth exactly 51 cents or $5.50.
We'll check in.
Okay. Take a chance on me has checked in. Can you hear the drums, Fernando Vina? Feel free to talk this one out.
Okay.
I drafted 9th overall by the Falcons, and then made his Pro Bowls with the AFC West.
So Raiders, Chargers, Broncos, Chiefs. All right, hold on. 2 memorialized leaders who are on currency, right?
Well, Kennedy is 50.
So is there a guy named Lincoln Kennedy or Kennedy Lincoln?
Better than Abraham John in my mind. So
who is this guy though?
Lincoln Kennedy, I've never heard of.
No, that sounds like a head coach.
But that's $5.50.
Right. It's all and it's 51 cents.
Is it Abraham Kennedy? Is that anyone? I have no idea.
It could be Lincoln Kennedy. I think it could be Kennedy Lincoln. I mean, like
John Lincoln.
I know the way that the money is. We're putting Lincoln first, but who the hell is this guy? And when did this guy play?
John Abraham? No,
he's a defensive lineman, but he did play for the Falcons. I'd never heard of this guy. If it's
I have not either. I swear.
Based on the money, I don't see how it can't be.
Is it Abraham for his first or his last name? I don't know. Abraham. Like the Tamerlane, like, is throwing, like, what, did you just change his name to Lincoln from that?
I mean, if my name was Tamerlane, I'd probably change it too, to be fair. So there's an offensive lineman named Abraham Lucas who plays in the NFL now. Certainly not him. That doesn't make sense. So
Seahawks legend Abe Lucas.
Right, exactly. I think it's gotta be Lincoln Kennedy. I just don't know who this guy is.
I swear I've never heard of this.
When did this guy play? Who is this person? This has to be way before I started paying attention to football. So, do you want to do Lincoln Kennedy?
I got nothing else. Yeah,
it's a hell of a name. I mean, it's an offensive lineman name. We're gonna check in with Lincoln Kennedy.
Okay, over to you. Take a chance on me.
This is like an old school backup truck. That was unbelievable. Lincoln Kennedy was this great offensive lineman for UW who went on to the Falcons. And his name is Lincoln Kennedy. I'm surprised as soon as you said it, you weren't like, Lincoln Kennedy. He's about my age, so that means he's ancient.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of this guy.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
this has to be, he was probably with UW in the late 80s, early 90s. So he's basically my age.
Who did he play for? Denver?
No, he was drafted by Atlanta. And then I'm trying to remember where he bounced.
3 AFC West teams, if I remember correctly.
Well, no, 1 AFC West team with 3 Pro Bowls.
Anyway, Lincoln Kennedy for 100 points. Oh, wait, never mind. Lincoln Kennedy.
We're not. I know you want the game to be over, but we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. Yeah, both teams getting points. It is Lincoln Kennedy. Absolutely. He played for the Raiders. That's where he got a lot of his Pro Bowls. I used to call him Kink and Lenity because I just thought it was funny. But apocryphally, he said, "My name's Lincoln Kennedy. I ain't got no chance," named after 2 assassinated presidents. Kennedy did hold the all-time record on the Wall of Fame at Seattle eatery Schultz's Sausage before the restaurant changed locations and did away with the wall. In his record-setting effort, he consumed 11 of the restaurant's signature link sausages on French rolls and a large Coca-Cola within 1 hour. All right, so your missing link answers so far are Caitlin Clark and Lincoln Kennedy. Question number 3. What current NBA executive was on the 1989 Michigan squad that won the national championship? He also won the award as an NCAA Scholar Athlete of the Year in 1993, a sign of his future versatility as a lawyer, agent, and GM.
Definitely him.
Lock it in.
We are checked in.
Can you hear the drums? Fernando Vigna has checked in. Take a chance on me. Feel free to talk it out.
So the 1989 team was Michigan team.
Yes. How many can you name, David?
A couple, but I mean that was the Glenn Rice and Ramil Robinson team. Let's see. He also won the award as the NCAA Scholar Athlete of the Year in 1993. So he was still around in 1993. Was Glenn Rice around in 1993? That doesn't.
I mean, he was like alive in 1993. If that's what you're asking, was Glenn Rice around in 1993?
Well, that's not what I meant.
He was around in life for sure.
I think Glenn Rice came out right after that Michigan team won.
I wish I was more help.
And I don't remember him being. Wait a minute. Let's see. Who else was on that team? There should be somebody else who I could come up with. Who am I forgetting?
What NBA executives?
I think Loy Vaught was on that team. I remember him, but
Clipper legend.
Yes, Clipper legend is right. Who else was on that team? I mean, I can remember watching that game. I can even remember where I watched it because I was in the dorm. Wait, hang on a second. A sign of his future fertility as a lawyer, agent, and GM. I might tap on this one. I can't think of who this is.
Yeah, I wish I could be any help.
But GM, like that's so weird. I mean, why am I not thinking of who? I can't think of who this is.
Who went from an agent to essentially going from an agent to a GM.
Oh, I know who it is. I just hit me. I think Rob Pelinka was on that team.
Okay.
Rob Pelinka, it was who was Kobe's agent.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Lakers. It's Rob Pelinka. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be. At this point, now it's just one of these. Like I latched on to it. It sounds decent, so I'm gonna jump all over it. So, do you want to go with that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Hey, it's an NBA executive.
Yeah. All right, Rob Pelinka for 100 points.
Okay, over to you. Can you hear the drums? Fernando Vigna.
Yeah, had this right away. This is one of those things that like they just always shoehorn in on commentary randomly that I've heard a couple of times. It's absolutely Rob Pelinka.
Both teams getting points. It is Rob Pelinka. If you put together Pelinka's last draftee client in 2016 with his first draftee client in 2003, you get Marquise Chris Kamen, which is only slightly better than Buddy Hield Dante Exum, which would be an awesome graphic as we get ready for Elf season, Mason. Our answers so far in the missing link are Caitlin Clark, Lincoln Kennedy, and Rob Pelinka.
Of all the famous Pelinkas I can think of,
I can think of Plinko.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you mean like Price is Right games?
Yeah.
These are all Price is Right games.
Right.
You know,
Well,
today we're playing Caitlin.
If the last one is a famous hill climber, then I'll be very excited.
Question number 4. What WNBA team currently has the most playoff wins all time with 53? Only one ahead of the team that knocked them out of the playoffs this year.
I'm pretty confident, at least, like that's the team who they're we got the answer.
I agree. Yeah, I think that's right. I can't imagine it's not. So we're gonna check in.
Can you hear the drums? Fernando Vigna has again checked in. Take a chance on me. Feel free to talk it out.
All right. Well, it's for sure not the Aces.
So how many wins was that? And you got to think it's somebody that's been around a long time.
Totally. Yeah, that's what I said. It's got to be like one of the maybe not OG teams, but one of the original.
Most playoff wins all time, 53. Only one out of the team that knocked them out of the playoffs this year. So what do you remember about the brackets this year?
Oh, very, very, very little. I know the finals. That's it.
Who was the finals?
It was the Mercury and the Aces.
So
which will never make sense to me to Western whatever. WNBA is weird.
I mean, the Mercury have been around a long time, and I'm only from
Right.
joining the show. I know they beat Minnesota. Is it possible the answer is the Lynx?
Yeah, well, like one ahead of the team that knocked them out. Like the Aces wouldn't have 52, right?
Oh my God.
Oh, he knows this.
Oh my God. It's the Minnesota Lynx.
What do you know this for sure?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, all right. Then that settles it.
I thought David was going into the speech from the beginning of Baby Got Back, but anyway. Okay, Take a Chance on Me has checked in. Can you hear the drums from Navina? Feel free. Oh, give us your answer.
We spelled it differently, but we both have the same answer of the Minnesota Lynx. WNBA commissioner, whatever your name is, step down.
Kathy Engelbert. Yeah, both teams are getting points. The answer is the Minnesota Lynx. The Lynx have 4 WNBA championships, tied with the Houston Comets and the Seattle Storm for most in WNBA history. And I didn't get to say this before with Caitlin Clark, but the inconsistent officiating in the WNBA is as maybe big a problem as the player compensation. I hope there is a season next year because the CBA standoff does not seem to be particularly close. After 4 questions, missing link answers are Caitlin Clark, Lincoln Kennedy, Rob Pelinka, and the Minnesota Lynx.
I just want to say this. This is my prediction. Scott is going to hate you. hate you. But that's okay.
Question number 5. This is what team co-captain Kobe Bryant was for the 2008 Redeem team, according to LeBron James. As LeBron shared at the team's Hall of Fame induction, Kobe provided an element that was not present in the 2004 team, saying he made us lock in. And we knew once he joined and he was going to be committed that we couldn't be doing nothing half-assed.
It's not a good sign that even with the theme, we can't get it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know the answer, but I'm still trying to.
You want to work together at this point?
Yeah, right. I'm pretty sure I know the answer of the question.
I didn't realize how terrible at reading I was until this podcast.
I may be terrible at writing. Don't blame yourself.
I think this is the actual answer of the question, Tommy.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. All right. We'll check in.
Take a Chance on Me has checked in. Can you hear the drums for Navina? You guys talk.
What are they even at? Are they asking for a nickname in this?
This is no, he's asking for what Kobe was for the team. I think he is the missing link for that team. I think LeBron would say he was the missing link for the team, for the Redeem team. So I think the answer to the question is the missing link. I'm still trying to figure out how Caitlin Clark fits with everything else that has some form of the word link in it, right? Lincoln Kennedy, Rob Pelinka, the Minnesota Lynx, missing link. Kate Link Clark is not her name. So I'm trying to understand how that works. I don't know exactly how to word what we would be submitting as the theme, right?
Yeah, that's
they all have.
Well, you've just submitted your answer for the question, right?
We're going to check in with missing link.
Okay, checking in with the missing link. Over to you. Take a chance on me. What's your answer for the question?
Had no idea at first. We know the theme. We're trying to figure it out, and I just thought maybe it's as simple as he's the missing link to the team. I mean, the quote kind of gives that idea as well. And we knew once he joined, so we just said missing link.
Both teams are getting points now. I'm going to give you back over to you guys. Can you hear the drums from Navina? Just a last chance to talk out what the theme might be.
Okay, Tommy, what does Trae Young have to do with any of this?
Oh man,
I don't get it.
It's the name of the Caitlin Clark. I don't get from all of it.
I don't know how to quite articulate it. I see what's kind of going on here, right? And I know you do too. Makes more sense if her name was Kate Link Clark.
Or if the Lynx spelled their name Link.
S. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm lost at it, honestly. We have all the answers, but that's all I have.
They all just have Lin in them. Ling, they don't though. Lin and Ling. Like if you're saying Lynx, you're not saying linked like Jeremy Lin, right?
Right.
It's Kate Lin, like Jeremy Lin. It's not Kate Ling.
I don't know where else we'd go with it though.
I don't know how to say it, but Josh knows
together.
what I
just say everything together. Yeah.
Name together.
Yeah, and it clearly
Lynn Clark. Oh, I see it now.
Just because
the C from Clark. I don't hate it like David thought I would. I don't hate it. I don't like it. I don't hate it. I'm lukewarm. I'm lukewarm on it. Like how I feel about like Loy Vaught. That was his nickname, actually, lukewarm Loy Vaught. I don't know if anyone knew that, but Josh, for your next curriculum vitae with the nicknames,
Lukewarm Loy Vaught.
Loy Vaught.
All right, so
that can be an episode title too, because Loy Vaught's not an answer. Just saying.
Okay.
So we're checking in with all the answers have some form of the word link in them. If you'll accept that as
I will accept it. I will accept it and give you points for it. So, but Trevor and David, what did you guys have? Take a chance on me.
Well, we got Caitlin Clark, then we got Lincoln Kennedy, and then as soon as you got to Rob Pelinka, we were like, "What the heck is this?" And then the WNBA question, I was like, "Okay, is it the Mercury, who's been around a long time?" And then suddenly I was like, "Minnesota Lynx," and then I remembered who our host is, and the only person who does goofier things than I would. From limited exposure from limited sample size, I said, okay, this is something Josh would absolutely do. They all have missing links in their name. Caitlin Clark is the most missing, or the most mysterious. But yes, everybody else has the sound link somewhere in their name. So
you're both right. The missing link is the missing link. There you go. That was I usually turn a quarter upside down. This time I turned it inside out. Okay.
Mamma mia.
I would like to say that further proves I didn't realize how bad at reading I was until this podcast. You had to combine the words.
Tommy, can you hear the SOS? Because that's where we're at.
Okay. We don't have to talk too much about the scores, but officially, if we want to have it on record here, after the third quarter, take a chance on me at 465. Can you hear the drums? Fernando Vina at 285. Hey, anything's still possible. This game is still alive. And that takes us to the fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter, known as Put Your Fours Up. This quarter consists of 4 categorized questions that teams will wager up to 100 points each, not to exceed their current point total.
After the third quarter, I was still musing on missing links, so the categories for today are as follows. Question number 1, abominable snowman, pertaining to golf. Question number 2, California wildman, pertaining to the MLB. Question number 3, Bigfoot, pertaining to the NBA. And finally, question number 4, Sasquatch, pertaining to the NFL. It is now time for the teams to place their wagers.
We'd like to take a minute to invite you to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at BenchwarmersTP. We also have a Facebook group for fans of the pod called The Bench. Join us there to comment on the latest episodes and share cool sports facts and trivia. If you'd be willing to rate and review us on iTunes or Stitcher, we'd greatly appreciate the support so that other people may find this podcast. Thanks.
Now that the wagers are in, on to the questions. Question number 1. Abominable snowman. What score on a hole in golf is colloquially let me start that again. What abominable snow? I can't read either.
Just
oh my God, that's staying in. That is absolutely staying in. I can't.
Abominable snowman. What score on a hole in golf is known colloquially? I cannot say the word colloquially.
Is known as
in slang. Okay.
It's colloquially.
I don't even know what it means.
Abominable.
It is a hard word. Rural.
Colloquially. It is hard to say.
Wait, what are you saying?
Colloquially.
Yes, that's
abominable
right.
Snowman.
Jones.
What score on a hole in golf is known colloquially as an abominable snowman?
You want to check in, Tommy, with our answer?
Yeah, we'll check in.
All right. Can you hear the drums? Fernando Vina has checked in. Take a chance on me. Why don't you talk it out?
Nice.
So,
so is it 8? Is it an 8 because of the? I mean, you said that you've heard it called a snowman. I saw.
I have seen. I'll be honest. This is one of those things that you just learn when you're doing research for writing sports trivia things. I learned what an albatross was, and I learned what I'm pretty sure a regular snowman is 8 because it looks like a snowman.
Right.
So I don't know why it would be specifically called abominable snowman. Would be something different. That's why I thought maybe it's a 9 or a 10. I mean, a 10 is outrageous. So maybe it's just one more. I don't know why, but maybe we should guess 9.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture I have I'm looking at a 9 saying what's abominable about a 9? Well,
because somebody's bombed out the bottom of the snowman and it's just the top left or something.
I like that.
I'm making a 9 on my desk as I'm listening to this. I mean, I don't know. 10 doesn't seem like it would be a shape of anything, so that doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
So unless it's just the longer name for the 8, this is dumb. We don't know what we're talking about. Let's just guess 9. I honestly
okay.
don't.
Yeah, let's just go with 9.
We'll check in. We'll check in 9 for 100 points.
Back over to Can You Hear the Drums for Nandavina?
Well, as Scott is still in his physical prime and me as well, we went with 8 because it looks like a snowman. I have no idea. Don't golf. And that's where our brains went immediately.
For 15 points.
All right. And back the other guys, 100 points for
yes.
Take a Chance on Me. Yeah, it is a 9. It is a 9.
David, logic.
8 is a snowman, since it looks like a snowman, and 9 is one worse, so it's abominable. It's abominable snowman. What really would have been abominable? I can't say that word either.
Oh man, there we go.
Add it to the list. Add it to the list.
Is if I'd asked you my original question of what missing link between dinosaurs and birds in golf slang is for 15 or more over par, and your answer would have been
pterodactyl.
Nope. That's a pterosaur.
Chicken.
Nope. Yeah, this is why I didn't ask this question. Walling tried to get it. It's Archaeopteryx.
What? Oh, sure. Yeah.
Sure, right?
Happens all the time.
That's easier to say, though.
Barely.
All right. Question number 2. California wild man in baseball. Who is the modern era leader in wild pitches thrown with 277 over his career, including 3 seasons leading the majors in wild pitches?
We're going to check in.
All right. Can you hear the drums for Nandavina has checked in? Take a chance on me. Talk it out.
It's got to be Nolan Ryan. I mean, I know that's obvious, but it's got to be Nolan Ryan. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is because I remember hearing this at some point. He threw so darn hard that
it's throwing hard, so many seasons. California, playing in California.
Yeah, right. What was the category again?
California Wildman.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he played for he went from the Mets to the Angels to the Astros to the Rangers. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Okay, we'll check in with Nolan Ryan for 100 points.
Okay. Back over to you. Can you hear the drums for Nandavina?
First answer we got to was as well Nolan Ryan. Threw hard. Most no hitters, 1 hitters, 2 hitters, probably 3 hitters too. I think probably can go to 4. But yeah, dude was nasty. No Cy Youngs. Remember that.
Yeah, no Cy Youngs.
Just remember, you are for the record, you're an animal if you know off the top of your head the career leader in 4 hit games. I'm just saying, if anyone knows that off the top of their head, that's diabolical. Also, we wagered 100.
Both teams getting their points. Yes, it is Nolan Ryan. Despite his strikeout and no-hitter records, Ryan's constant striving for dominance over batters coincided with occasional lapses in control. He also walked the most batters, committed the most errors, and allowed the most stolen bases in modern baseball history.
Most headlocks given by a pitcher as well,
right.
I would think.
At least that I know of, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Of those, the stolen base is the one that's kind of the most surprising because he threw so hard. You'd think that, I mean, unless so many of them were wild pitches, that's why they ended up.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
All right. Both teams getting that right. So the deficit has not changed. Question number 3. Bigfoot in basketball. What is the largest foot size in NBA history? Shared by Shaquille O'Neal, Bob Lanier, and Taco Fall. This is also a jersey number of an athlete mentioned at some point during this episode.
We will check in.
Okay. Can you hear the drums for Nandavina has checked in? Take a chance. Take a chance on me. Talk it up.
Yeah, I would have known it's low 20s, but you're positive.
Oh, I'm 100% positive. When Josh said the category was going to be Bigfoot, I immediately texted my teammate and said, I'm going to pre-call that it's Bob Lanier is going to be the answer to number 3, because ever since I was a kid, I've known that Bob Lanier had massive feet. And of course, now he's been tied apparently by Shaq and Taco. The answer is 22. But now, just to confirm, who was number 22 that was talked about today at any point?
Gotta go through the list.
I know. I can't even remember. It seems so long ago. I mean, that's not a requirement, but
no.
just try. Okay, then we give up. We'll just say 22 and be done with it.
Okay.
For 100
Over
points.
to you. Can you hear the drums, Fernando Vina? 100 points. Yep.
We also wagered 100 points, and the athlete you are missing is linked to Caitlin Clark, who is number 22.
That's right. 22 is correct. Shaq has his own shoe brand, but he's also the VP of Reebok basketball. And now you can eat his shoes. Following its launch in 2024, Shaq-alicious XL gummies now come in sneaker shape, crafted to match O'Neill's appetite for bigger bites and bolder flavor. These XL-size sneaker-shaped gummies are a tribute to his larger-than-life personality and size 22 shoe. The new lineup features 3 punchy flavors: mango, lime, and strawberry.
So BTP has a new sponsor?
I hope so. We're
out there on the curb. Yeah.
Two things.
Yeah,
David, you go first, and then
I was only going to say I didn't know about this, but it sounds like they've got to be edibles. Are they edibles?
They're not. No, they're just fruit snacks.
They're just fruit snacks.
I've had them.
I think it'd be more impressive if Shaq had edibles. I think that would be way.
I don't know if that's his brand. I don't know if that's his brand, David.
We're talking Shaq here, but all right, go ahead.
I feel like when you have general car insurance,
that's what I mean.
Yeah,
you can have fruit snacks and not edibles.
That's fair, I guess. At least not.
I think he's still a little bit too whimsical and kid friendly for
I guess. Okay.
2 things. One, David said that Bob Linear, Shaq, and our own Taco have size 22 feet. So I need to confirm that with Mr. Takimoto.
Yeah, if he would just share a picture of his feet on the bench
on our OnlyFans, on our Benchwarmers,
on our only feet. I like that. Yes.
But more importantly, quick round, rapid fire. Everyone's shoe size. David, go.
12.
Josh.
11 and a half.
Trevor.
12.
Tommy.
I'm also 12.
Oh, wow. Interesting. I'm 13.
Wow.
Yeah, I can fit a 12 and a half if it's a certain brand.
12 and a half is what I look for, and it's got to be the least common shoe size out there.
Yeah,
once you get to that big guy number, there's no 12 and a halves.
I can tell you that 13 is it's very difficult in a regular store. All right, cool. I don't know. I always pictured
I shop exclusively Cole Haans, so unless it's athletic shoes. So.
I always pictured David as a size 9.
Well, Shaq-alicious gummies are stretchable to the size of your feet. Just get them in a store now. Finally, we have arrived at the final question of the night, which is Sasquatch in football. I don't know if David called this one too. Sticking with chewy food, what 6-time Pro Bowler and 1-time Super Bowl champ appeared in a series of Jack Link's jerky ads called Working Out with Sasquatch? One in which he declares, "I am the product of hard work, superior genetics, Norse mythology, and protein." Apparently, he serves as a mentor to the Sasquatch as a fellow man-beast hybrid.
Want to check that in?
Yeah, I do.
All right,
go for it.
We'll check in.
Take a chance on me has checked in. Over to you. Can you hear the drums, Fernando?
You know who I think this might be? It seemed like Trevor got this very quickly, which led me to a Packer. You think this is Clay Matthews?
Yeah, he
one-time Super Bowl and 6-time Pro Bowl makes sense.
That
and the hair, Thor,
that's got to be it.
Mythology, yeah, I think that's right. So we will check in with Clay Matthews for whatever points we had left, which is 70.
Okay, take a chance on me. What did you guys have?
Yes, Scott read me like a book, I guess. Yep.
I've known you for a little bit. You've been around for a little bit.
Yeah. I had a recollection that Clay Matthews was in a commercial like that, and then the various clues just confirmed it. He's got the hair like a Norse god. He won 1 Super Bowl. Should have won a couple others. But,
that's right. So yeah, so we checked in with Clay. All your love on me, Matthews.
Ooh.
Bravo. Yes. Bravo for 100 points.
Yes.
All right. That won't even be the last Chris Berman name in this episode.
That was an ABBA. That was just an ABBA song.
Yeah, we get it. It's a lesser known, a little bit of a lesser known.
I know. I really got to go into the deep cuts here.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, the 3rd generation of Clay Matthews in the NFL. Both teams getting points. Clay Matthews III had 2 more Pro Bowls and, wait for it, 22 more career sacks than his dad, who he had 91.5. His dad had 69.5. Very nice.
Nice.
The Browns and Falcons legend Clay Matthews Jr. The game has come to an end, and here are the final scores. Can you hear the drums? Fernando Vina finishes with a respectable, passable, wonderful 540. They landed a 540. Ooh. And taking home our clipboard captains of the game, who are receiving the coveted Steve Love the One You're With Dills Award with 765 points are Take a Chance on Me. Trevor, anything you want to say before we call it a night?
Yeah, I do. Thank you all for being here tonight. I had a lot of fun. I wish there was some money on the line.
I don't.
I had a great time. As always, it's always a treat. My first time getting to play with a Josh Schneider hosted game. I appreciate. I've listened to your other games you've hosted so far, and this one lived up to the billing with a missing link. Overall, always a treat to hang out with you gentlemen for a few hours.
Tommy, what do you got to say to us, bud?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to win one of these one time. It's going to happen. And any Zoom call I can jump in that also someone else knows where Wilmer, Minnesota is on a map, I will take that as a victory of a night anyway.
Yeah, we didn't win, but that's just the name of the game.
Yeah. I mean, got it.
Come on, David. That's a deep cut.
Oh, sorry, that was good. I was taking notes. It was good. I credit.
Yeah, I think Wilmer, Minnesota has been mentioned more times on this podcast episode tonight than has been mentioned by anyone in the last decade.
Right.
Yeah,
it's even people from there.
I think we're sponsored now by the Shackalicious fruit snacks from Wilmer.
So buy them anytime. Okay. Anyway, Lux, Scott, anything you got to say before we're out?
My brain still hurts from the championships questions that we worked so hard on for nothing.
That was brutal. And yes, we did work on it for nothing. Yes, I agree with that. It does hurt.
It's like I said, it's the long and winding I can't speak tonight. Long and winding road to glory.
Get us out of here.
On behalf of David, Scott, and myself, we'd like to say thanks for listening to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. And until next time, we'll keep the bench warm.
That ball hit high and deep. Stretch! Get on back there. They look up. You can put it on the board. Yes!
Into deep left center for Mitchell. And we'll see you tomorrow night.
That great music you're listening to is by Justin Nozick. Thanks to him for producing that music for us. You've been listening to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. Make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We are at BenchwarmersTP.